Hey, how's it going there, Podcast Universe? My name is Rob Steller of the Commentist Bloc. I'd like to welcome you to the first episode, the pilot episode of Roll to Hit, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I've been playing D&D for a while now with the same group of guys, and I've gotten a lot of requests to release it as a podcast. So let me introduce you to who will be involved. My brother, Paul, is the Dungeon Master. He created this campaign from scratch. I'll be playing Talon, the half-elf sorcerer monk. Josiah will be playing Azir, the drow elf monk. David is Alfred the Weird, playing as a tiefling bard. And Shawn is Thaddeus, the half-orc paladin. I want to apologize in advance for the poor quality of the first session, which includes the first 2 episodes of this podcast. We weren't sure if we were going to release it or not, so we only recorded from one centralized mic. Also, I've edited a lot of the boring parts out of it, so you don't have to deal with us looking up the rules. I tried to cut out that as much as possible, so I hope you enjoy it. I just want to thank you very, very much for checking this out. I really appreciate all the support and all the requests to release this. So please let us know in the comments on Commentist Bloc whether you like it or not, what we can do better, how we can improve the show, things like that, and we'll be sure to listen to that. We actually started this campaign a little bit before we started recording. You didn't really miss much, and Paul will be recapping it. And it was before David's character was even brought into this. So I promise you didn't miss too much. Paul is going to recap basically the intros to the storyline and also the little bit that we finished in the first session. So without further ado, welcome to Roll to Hit.
A 10-day ago, you received a message. Also, don't make fun of the names of the people that I made up. They may or may not be be subconsciously influenced by Simpsons and Star Wars. All right. A 10-day ago, you received a message delivered to you by a powerful wizard friend, Selma. Selma is a member of the Lord's Alliance, a group of allied political powers concerned with mutual security and prosperity. Members of the Order ensure the safety of cities and other settlements by proactively eliminating threats by any means while bringing honor and glory to their leaders and homelands. Selma herself had received word that a small farming town named Galeen, about 10 days' travel east, was in some sort of distress. An innkeeper at Galeen named Sidious was the one who sent the message but failed to provide any further details about the sort of trouble that the town was facing. Knowing that she could trust you, Selma asked if you could go to Galeen and handle the situation. You have left about 10 days ago and haven't faced any sort of trouble on the road so far. And just to recap, after those 25 days, they did face some trouble. They were walking along this path. They saw that it split. They could have kept going to Galeen, or they could have taken a left, which they found out was to Scandrone, which is some town or city that they hadn't heard of, I don't believe. They went down that way. Oh, and before they went down that way, they heard some galloping hoofs, so they hid in the bushes in the side, and two skeletons riding skeleton war horses rode by them. They started following them, but they kind of lost them. They turned around, went back to that intersection, faced off. There were some more skeletons there. They faced off against those skeletons, easily killed them. Immediately after, they were attacked by a large lizard. They killed that. And immediately after that, they started hearing very loud footsteps, so they got scared and ran towards Galeen.
I was scared.
Yes, Talon, the half-elf, sorcerer monk was scared. Ezzir, the drow monk, was not scared. So they looked back and saw a massive reptilian being, very short arms, very large head, big tail, walking on 2 legs. But they ran away from that.
Sounds like a Wiggum.
A what?
Probably a chief Wiggum.
They arrived at Galeen without further problems. They noticed there was the main features of the town. It was a very small farming village. They saw the inn. That's what they were looking for. They saw a large abandoned tower. Eventually, they visited a general store where The store guy gave them some healing potions. So they met up with Sidious, who was initially very frightened, especially by the Drow elf, who do not have a very good reputation for surface dwellers. So he had the Drow before he talked to any of them. He made the Drow elf and the Half-Orc Paladin go away. So he only really talked to Talon, the half-elf sorcerer / monk. Sidious told, well, he only really told Talon, who then relayed it to everyone else, who is now relaying it to you. He told them that, but I'm saying that when I'm recapping, just so that you remember, but also because, so when you meet him, I'm assuming that you're going to tell him.
Let's keep it realistic, Paul, okay?
You don't know him. Also, I probably know all this. I've been playing this town for several days.
So Sidious told them that their town was being attacked by a group of cultists called the Crusaders, and he pleaded with the adventurers to go and defeat them so that they would stop terrorizing the town. The Crusaders are located in a keep that's only a few hours journey to the east, in an old abandoned keep. So he persuaded them to go. Before they left, they stopped at the general store, which is where Braun, who is the guy who owns the general store, that's where when he found out that that's what they were doing, he gave them some health potions, so they got some free health potions. He just has general weapons, all the basic stuff, simple stuff. Also at the inn, which said closed for renovations, by the way, Sidious was with his this helper, this little boy named Gleek. And I think that's about it. Talon had asked Sidious if there was anyone that could him in this journey, and Sidious had mentioned that there was some weirdo playing music spotted outside the town, and they might be able to find help there.
All right, so should we introduce our characters?
Well, all right. Let's say this. So you've been traveling for a couple hours.
We got a coconut.
You've been traveling for a couple hours east towards the abandoned keep. Cell phones on vibrate, please. You've been traveling a couple hours east. Again, it's Azir, the Drow monk, Talon, the half-elf sorcerer / monk, and
I'm gonna call you Aziz.
not racist to name the half-orc Paladin. -10 for racist
He
points.
looks like him.
I'm pretty convinced any Indian person looks like him to you.
So,
Okay, Tom Hanks.
Take it.
So after about 2 or 3 hours, the three adventurers, you spot
He's 3 hours outside of town.
you spot a figure in the
Rural area.
in the perimeter of the town.
Playing a guitar and playing one of my famous parody songs, Dragonborn to be Wild.
You're Weird Al.
Alfred the Weird, yeah.
So yeah, you see this guy. You see a figure. It looks a little demonish approaching.
What is he singing?
Dragonborn to be Wild. It's a very funny parody song based on another current song that's out there. I've got a loot.
Do you want to roll for initiative?
I don't trust him. He's got a fanny pack
I
on.
smash it.
Alright, so how are you approaching this?
Cautiously.
I'd like to listen to his song.
Rob just pulls up to you in Indian style and he's just listening.
I'm drawn to this melodic music coming, and I'd like to sit and listen to what he has to sing.
Stay a while.
I'm very shy with private shows. So. I notice you and I stop, but I'm very friendly. I say, "Hi guys, how's it going?"
Would you like to take this time to introduce yourself?
So,
Is this how socially awkward we really are?
yes.
Hey.
My name is Talon. I am the son of Rabius, who you might not remember, but from our last campaign was one of the 2 remaining of a quest that we completely failed and destroyed a village because we let a bunch of dark cultists summon demons and destroy. I don't know if I have to tell you all this, but for the sake of just explaining my character, I'm going to
TMI, man.
I pretend to care.
Roll to pretend.
I
Roll to bluff.
think I'm trained in deception, actually. You want to give me some advice.
Oh, great.
He's a good listener.
So after we failed that mission, Rabius kind of exiled himself because he wasn't. Rabius was exiled himself because he was pretty ashamed and nobody liked him because the town got destroyed. To repent for all the misdoings, he gave up his firstborn son, who was half elf, to the Golden Dragon Temple, and then spent the next 18 years there. So Talon's 19, 6 foot, 200 pound, Pretty solid guy. Although he's very weak. He's built well, but it's all the glamour muscles, really. Wears monk robes. He has a dragon tattoo that circles around his whole body, and so he's
frosted tips as well.
He's bald. So I guess we should read the traits too, right? So my personality traits: I'm not tolerant of people who believe in things other than me, which will sound familiar. I'm also somewhat of a troublemaker, and I'm kind of unpredictable, and I kind of just like run head on into things. My ideals are based on tradition, so I believe that ancient traditions of worship and sacrifice must be preserved and upheld. I'll do anything to protect the temple where I served, and I put too much trust into those who wield power into my temple's hierarchy. And that's pretty much it for me. That's my story.
Josiah?
I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ezzir Dohillen.
I try to shake your hand, but you try to fist bump me. And it's really awkward.
So you just grab his fist.
I'm a black friend.
As you can see, I am a Drow elf, but I do not lean towards the tendencies of most Drow elves. I too was raised by the monks at the Golden Dragon Monastery.
Chinese restaurant.
I was trained in the ancient arts of Kung Pao chicken.
I was raised by Drow elves until 7th birth year, and my matron mother was going to sacrifice me so that she might have a victory against another Drow house. And my sister took pity on me, uncharacteristic Drow trait, and sold me to Durgar dwarves to get me out of town. So the last 15 years or so, I've been raised by monks, and I'm here to keep him out of trouble.
Unlikely.
What kind of feats do you have? And conversely, what is your greatest flaw?
I'm glad you asked. So I feel tremendous empathy for those who suffer, and I judge people by their actions, not their words. I feel that I have to support the greater good, and I have many gifts that will make this world a better place. I hope one day to reunite with my sister and thank her for saving my life, and I pray that she has not been killed for her deeds. I sometimes have trouble keeping my true feelings hidden, especially when people are duplicitous or attacking the downtrodden. And my tongue has gotten me into trouble, as well as my actions. So obviously people distrust me because of my Drow heritage, and I aim to prove them wrong.
Wow. Thanks for sticking up for the little guy. And I go to hug the Drow.
Tap, tap.
So
Plus 10 points.
He's essentially Talon's like older brother in a sense.
Yeah, but in Drow years, I'm actually your younger brother.
It's been like 6 years for every.
I'm only
half
19.
elf
I'm
year.
19. Anyway.
I'm Thaddeus the Half-Orc.
All right.
As you can tell, it's a little odd that I'm a half-orc, but I'm also a paladin, so I come from humble beginnings. I was an urchin, and I was taken in by some religious people, and I took on their name that they gave me, Thaddeus. I'm a pretty large paladin, and I'm lawful good. So, my personality traits, I'm very blunt, and I think people are hiding things often. I'm very aspirational, I want to achieve, especially coming from humble beginnings, and I consider where I came from my home, and I will defend it with my life. And oddly enough, I really love gold. So, and I'm with these merry people that I just met while...
Married?
Merry people.
Oh, okay.
What are you thinking about?
Man.
Oh, wait, are you the one who can't hold in their feelings, or you?
I cannot.
Oh, okay. So hi. How's it going?
Hey guys, glad to have some new friends. You guys are all my friends. My name's Alfred the Weird. As you can see, I am a Tiefling. As a child, I was always weird and didn't really fit the mold of classic Tieflings, especially because I was more trusting than some and nicer than some. I got picked on a little bit, but it's not unusual for Tieflings to go and have normal productive lives, but you know, I try to make everyone happy with my music. It's pretty much what I do here. I travel from town to town playing my songs. I read them on the road. Just wrote a great song based on Bob Dylan, like a Rolling for Initiative Stone.
All right, I'm giving you one initiative point for that one.
I just play my music, but
Inspiration.
recently I've been wondering if my music can do more than just make people happy, but it could inspire them, almost bardic inspiration them. So, despite the protests of my father, I did set off the land to spread joy through my music. And while there are some who might initially be heavily skeptical, there's a nice tiefling around. The juxtaposition of seeing such a scary figure playing such goofy music really gives people ease. So I haven't run into too many problems in town. Where I do run into trouble is my friend here. I have a hard time keeping quiet when I see injustice. In fact, if I could...
For the purpose of the podcast, I just held up my fist in solidarity.
If I could read from my prepared notes. When I witness injustice, I can't keep my mouth in check. When I witness egregious injustice, I can't keep my rage in check.
Whoa.
Super Saiyan powers?
But pretty much, I just want to prove to my father that I'm still a legitimate adventurer despite my career choice. I think the world is in need of new ideas and bold action, and nobody stays angry at me for long because I can diffuse tension. And, I love a good insult, even one directed at me. So, pretty easygoing guy. Just looking to set out there, spread some music, and help some guys. And you guys look all right to me.
Let's do it.
Totally normal here.
What weapon do you have?
So, as you can see, I pull out my dagger, then I pull out 2 more daggers, and I begin to juggle them. So I don't come into much trouble having used a weapon. I do have these couple daggers. They're mostly for show. I've got a rapier behind here, but mostly, I take out my guitar. I just play some music and I strum it and I sing half a song, which I can't make up on the spot.
Awesome. So I'm assuming they ask you if you would like to join.
Well met, good sir. Would you join our party?
Absolutely. Anything to prove my
We seek to help the villagers who have been frequently attacked by a group calling themselves the Crusaders. I fear they do not crusade for justice.
All right.
So Alfred the Weird joins along with Thaddeus, the half-orc paladin, Talon, the half-elf sorcerer monk, and Azir, the full drow monk.
So who's the equivalent of the white guy who talks to the cops?
I think it's Talon.
Yeah,
I guess.
A bunch of misfits.
Yes, this is quite the band of
We all have characters separately.
Yeah.
It's just like Dungeons and Dragons, so you could be anyone you want, and we all chose to just be losers. Given unlimited options. The only range is our imagination, and the best we can come up with is just, we're all kind of loners.
It's the breakfast club.
Yeah.
All right, so it takes you most of the day to get there. Sidious may have been exaggerating a little when he said it only took a few hours to get there. So you arrive there, you're just going along the path, and at about it gets dark. You're still going along the path.
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. So we all do.
We all do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So there's no point for me to have these light spells.
So at around, let's just say it's about 9 p.m., you arrive at what would appear to be the Crusaders' keep. You see it kind of in the distance. It's just a path. There's brush around it, and then the brush kind of opens up into a big, like, circular open field with the big keep in the middle of it.
I charge. No.
I pause and I ask Talon, which is the Wi-Fi?
Forgot to mention that the monks saw me I was a little bit of a pyro. I just like fire things. So I have mostly fire-based spells, and then I also have a quarterstaff that I tend to walk with. So I'm mostly, blasting from the back.
I'm dual wielding, so I'm usually in the front, and I have relatively high HP. We all have pretty low HP, but I'm also the main healer because we don't really have a healer.
So as a drow, I'm kind of small compared to most humans, and obviously to the half orc there. But I'm quick and stealthy. My attacks are typically going to be using either my hands or my bow staff. I have high stealth. As long as I don't get hit, I can fuck shit up.
Nice.
So I'm not much of a fighter, but I've been practicing a few tricks on the road. I juggle some daggers, then I throw them into a tree to show I can... That's my ranged weapon. And then, I'm not sure I should show this to you guys now. Just understand, Half-Orc, if you could please take a step back. And I promise you this is for demonstration purposes only. And I begin to whisper, and I cast Vicious Mockery on the Half-Orc.
He's so ugly.
Which goes and protrudes some whispers in his ear that make him very upset and hurt his soul enough to cause some damage. I then go, "Don't worry, good sir," and then I begin playing some harmonic tunes, and the wave of music floods, and healing words him back to full health.
Oh, do you have healing word?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that a spell?
Yeah, healing words
So
is a
you can use
spell.
that twice.
Yeah.
I stand emotionally confused. I pull out my corn album and sit in the corner.
Alright, cool.
So,
I don't know why I can do this, and I crack my back, and I begin taking my arms, and I
Just
somehow thunder wave the ground. I don't quite know how this happened. Apparently,
There's a Pikachu in your back.
I can do this.
You pull out a mini electrical amp and you just strike a really distorted note, and it just like cracks the ground.
So walking order will probably be Shawn and Josiah, or sorry,
Probably me.
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus and...
Well, I'm kind of a
Ezzir.
scout.
Sure, we really don't have a tank, do we?
Yeah, I think I just be me up front, you guys in back, and maybe you to the side or something. Well,
Yeah.
because you can scout out.
How much total health do you guys have?
I have 7.
11. Oh, but we healed up. So
I have 10.
You have 10?
So the tank has one more hit point than the non-tanky guys.
Alright, so you're going up front then.
What's your AC?
13.
Milan.
What about yours?
17.
That's higher than mine, and I have the heavy armor. But I guess you're quick. I was actually going to ask that.
Yeah.
I assume it's something. Okay.
It's from my decks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you?
16.
Okay.
All right. So
Beef up, man.
so what's your walking order?
Me.
So we'll take 2 points up point. I'll scout out. So I have superior dark vision. I can see as though it were normal light under dark conditions.
So we're
for
basically
120.
traveling at night.
Yes, that's the plan.
We're not...
Unless we have to talk to real people, we travel at night.
And we're pretty awkward, so...
So I'll scout the territory. You said there's a key.
It's like an opening. Yeah. So you're still on the path, and I'm assuming that you're going like cautiously, so you haven't seen anyone yet. So you're on the path, and the path is about to open up into what appears to just be like a large open circular field with the keep in the middle. So the keep's still about a half a mile away.
Okay.
But you can see it's like it's.
So if we traveled the perimeter, would that take hours or minutes? Like if we walk the circle around it, kind of.
Like 20 minutes, probably. It would not take very long.
Better safe than sorry.
I propose that I walk the perimeter as stealthily as possible and come up with some kind of bird call signal if I need help, or I'll just
Put trap detection on.
I'll do a
I
I'll
guess
do a
that
fairy
might-
fire.
You could just yell help at that point.
Yeah, if I'm boned, I'll do fairy fire to tell you guys where I am.
Cool.
All right. So like the perimeter of the brush is still about like half a mile away from like the actual keep. But with your dark vision, you'll be able to see stuff, but it's far enough away that you're not in. If there is someone that is looking there, they that they probably wouldn't be able to see you in hiding in the brush. You do a quick circle around the keep and roll a perception, please. 14. So you don't really notice anything. What you do notice is that there does not appear to be any other entrances besides the main front door, which is just a normal wooden door.
All right. So I assume I've done the perimeter
Yep.
back now.
Yeah.
So guys, I didn't see much, but there seems to be one way into this place. Wooden door up front. What do you think? Scale the walls?
Is it made of wood or stone?
It's like
It's
stone. The door is wood.
Wooden door.
Yeah.
Stone keep.
I want to light it. How tall are the walls?
They're not like scalable. It's like not. It's not a large keep, and it's not like terraced or anything. So it's like if you scaled the walls, you would just be on the roof then.
Yeah, I guess then we have to go up to the front, right?
Knock on the door.
Knock on the door, flaming bag of poop. Everybody's happy. I get to take a dump. You get the call.
I can knock on the door while playing a song, so he thinks it's just someone sent a traveler to play the owner of the keep a song, or I'm just there to play
Christmas
music around
carols.
That's good.
for some money.
That could work if you've got high enough smooth talking skills.
I've got 16 charisma. I'm a smooth talking guy.
So what's going to be your signal to pull us in?
I'll play a song by the band.
It's like the Red Wedding.
The band Armor Class, Difficulty Class, also known as AC/DC.
All right, that's definitely you have at least one inspiration point right now that you can put down. All right, so wait, so what is this? What is the plan right now?
I'm just gonna knock on the door and talk to whoever enters. That I'm just a traveling guy.
Singing Telegram.
Yeah.
So where are you three?
In the bushes?
How far is like the wood line?
Are the walls bare?
Yeah.
Like, there's no shrubbery?
Well, there's no shrubbery. You can't see any shrubbery, but you also are still, because you're on that perimeter, you're still pretty far away.
Okay.
It's like half a mile.
From the tree line.
Yes.
So how about this? So as you approach, Alfred, signal us some way to let us know if the path is clear, i.e. there's no lookouts approaching the keep, or if there are lookouts, let us know when you see them.
Or we could try to stick something in the door when they close it, so we can just sneak in.
Well,
But we don't know if they're hostile either. I mean, the assumption
They're
is
totally hostile.
We're going there to
They're
take them out.
They're attacking the village. So, I
That's
mean...
not you want.
My intelligence is pretty low.
Shawn didn't tell you he's actually a Crusader himself. That's part of
I
it.
don't know.
This is recorded, David.
I'm concerned with, like, as you walk up.
We don't want to totally bone Alfred either.
Yeah.
Just like sending him in and being like, oh, good luck, see ya.
So, I mean,
We're totally using his bait now.
we need a signal for,
You guys
like,
are
do
my
you...
friends, and I trust you all.
Are there sentries watching, and like when and where they saw you, so we know like how to approach the...
Just work in the
keep.
number in the song that you sing.
Yeah, I'll sing a song.
We're 35 men with armor clad.
I mean, I could just be singing what I see as I go in. That wouldn't be unusual. If I'm singing a custom song for where I am,
Alright.
I could try to explain exactly what I'm saying through a song.
Can we hear that from a half mile away then?
Oh, you guys are half mile away.
We need to get them an amp.
Yeah.
Do you have a magic voice or something?
Yeah.
Ghost voice?
Ghost sound, yeah.
I've got dissonant whispers, but I don't think it's far enough.
Ghost sound.
No, I do have mage hand, but not ghost sound.
Slap one of us if you see things.
Use mage hand
I've got to
to
speak with
draw in the
animals.
dirt.
I could tell an animal to run back and tell you guys. Send the sheep.
Yeah, that's cool. Like Gandalf talking to the little moth.
Yeah.
And then we bring some eagles.
So, all right. So, what is going on right now?
You guys get half mile away when this happens. I do have a horn as well as the lute. I can play my horn, which is probably a lot louder than a lute. Blast it. I'm not sure how I could.
We'll just approach on our own.
But this is we're entering like a castle.
Do you don't
What
have a
is
song that like puts him to sleep or anything, do you?
No, I did not take the sleep spell.
The lullaby. He did not focus on lullabies in his.
I thought
Bardic
I'd rather
score.
take healing word than sleep. I think
That's
it's
fine.
the right choice.
Alright. What's the plan?
Well,
this
before
is
you go in,
just
what do we want to do if he starts getting attacked?
We'll just charge
Just
it.
run in?
But why don't I haven't been attacked before. I'm just entering a castle type thing. You think there
It's
are
like a small castle.
a small castle, and you're pretty sure that there are cultists here. That
This is-
Crusaders are rather.
That's where they
But
hang out,
Sidious did describe them as cultists.
But do we know? Wait, I forgot. Did they say what their cause is? Like, we're trying to trick them to a degree. Is there something we could trick them into, or
I
they
did
just
not ask that.
I'm just gonna walk in, like I'm gonna approach this common collective that I've done this. I've done things like this before. I'm just gonna walk in there playing my music and hope I put on a good enough show that they invite me in just to play them some music.
So, is there a trail leading up straight to the door?
There was a trail leading to this, like circular field. That's the
Like
only
a
thing. That's
footpath, maybe, or
yeah.
so.
So I'll knock on the door.
I think we should follow and hang back because I mean, if it's
Why can't we just pretend to be his band?
Band of heavily
I've
armed.
got a hammer and a sword. Like, here's my
Ding,
drumsticks.
ding,
It's
ding.
actually not a bad. I
Like
can
the
probably talk-
Temptations.
I can probably talk them out of it if I give
We're
someone
called Stomp.
an extra horn.
Oh, I see. Because I'm
Broom
thinking,
handle.
they're humans, right? Like they're not ghouls that are just gonna attack us mindlessly. So if we're trying to trick at some point, I guess.
I mean, one of my features is by popular demand, which means you can always find a place to perform at an inn, tavern, theater.
Oh.
At such a
So
place.
what if
Such a place you receive free lodging. People like me.
So what if you set up a performance and then we sneak in while you're playing at night, and then like while
It
they're
is
all,
night.
Oh, sorry. While
Oh,
they're
yeah,
all watching
the
How
other
late
is
is
it?
it?
I don't want to disturb the
It's like
neighbors.
9 p.m. right now.
So what if you go in, you're like, oh, I was here to do the show, and you have them all congregate, and then we kind of like sneak in and take them out from behind.
And how do I get the door open? How do I keep the door open? I can try. Did I take that?
Just like stick a little
I
pebble
don't
in
have
there.
As I'm walking by, I could mage hand. Can I mage hand the lock so it doesn't close?
Well, I mean, you don't know what kind of door this is.
Oh, right,
either.
but
You just
I can't
it's a
tell.
wooden door, but
I'd be willing to. Okay, guys, I'd be willing to while I'm playing in the middle of my performance. When you guys hear me start playing, start moving towards the door, and at some point, I'm gonna get the door to open with my mage hand or with some thunderous wave of my music. When that happens, that's obviously your cue just to come in.
All right.
But my plan right now is to show up and tell them I would like to play them some
We're all
songs.
gonna die.
We're gonna die so fast.
I think we should all approach the keep at the same time. Because I mean, if you're challenged on the way to the keep, we need to be there to support you. I don't know. Should we hang back and let him get to the keep by himself and then approach the keep, or because my concern is if he goes to the keep and is challenged before he gets to the keep, I'm sure with his charisma he'll get inside the keep.
Yeah.
But if we go to the keep and we're challenged at the same point where he got challenged, we're not going to be able to sweet talk ourselves into the keep. So we probably all need to get to the same spot at the same time and then hide when he knocks on the door.
Maybe that
If we
band
can't get to the
works.
door, then we just need to be there to back each other up. So that's
Do
my.
you think we
my
can
thinking.
hide like on the other side, the outside of the door? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
like
All right. Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
see
is
that.
there anything? Are we worried about anyone looking weird? I'm proficient in disguising. I've got a disguise kit. I'm proficient at making disguises. Do we need to put disguise on
It's
anyone?
like a K-pop
But here's the
star.
thing: if we're standing outside the door, but we're not, you're saying we're not talking to them. He's just talking to them.
no, we hide when he knocks on the door.
Well, so there's no bushes, right? So we're just hiding right on the sides of the door. If they look out, they'll be like, "Why?" Like then alarm bells will immediately ring. So that, I mean, at least we get to defend him. But I almost feel like we either completely try to trick them, or we. I mean, there's really no good
We either
option.
run in or we have that first plan. Really.
The only issue, like you said, though, I mean, you can try and open up the door, but if it's like a large stone door, what are you gonna do? There's really no options.
We already know it's wooden.
Oh yeah. You just run it.
I'll tell them that the acoustics are really bad and I need you guys to open the door to stop this echo I'm having. This will be my actual plan with my deception and charm.
I leave it to you, Alfred, as you are brave enough to put yourself in harm's way. I'll support you as you see fit.
I second that motion.
Pretty okay, just walking in, trying to play some music, and
Trying to get the door open.
try to get the door open through my performance. So just hang back a couple minutes. When I enter in, just approach the door and wait for me to try to open it somehow.
All right.
Worst comes to worst, I say thank you, I must be on my way, and then you open the door and we lose that kind of surprise, but I'll get the door open somehow.
so how long are you waiting?
I would say the second the door closes behind me, just approach the door.
But I mean, you're half a mile away.
You don't. What do your elf eyes see?
No, I'm saying like, are you all waiting until like, are you waiting that half a mile away and like, because you can like,
We can see it, right?
yeah, I mean, you could see like small figures. Like if he was there, you'd be able to see small figures. But
Like half a mile away, that's like a 3-minute jog.
so
Just letting you know, 3 minutes. You got to stall for 3 minutes.
each round is 6 seconds.
It's fine. I'll play my music. I'm confident in my ability to get these people to love me.
All right, so I'll tell you, I'm not going to have the rest of you leave right now, but you can't help David make decisions. You can only react as your characters would react.
Okay.
All right. So you're just like walking up there. You get about half. You're like about halfway there. Roll a perception check, please.
Uh-oh. I have
Rain of arrows
I
come
have terrible
down.
perception this time. I have no wisdom. I think my minus one. 13 perception.
You have -1.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't notice anything suspicious.
You don't notice
You
5 guys sneaking up on you.
you keep walking.
That's not a good sign.
You're dead.
What's your sneak?
I sneak
Uh,
4.
So go ahead,
Stealth.
roll a stealth.
16 stealth.
Okay. So you get a little bit closer. Now you're about like 100 feet away. Go ahead and roll another perception.
3.
All right. And roll a sneak.
7.
All right. So you
You're just watching in the background and see it explode. I don't think I should try to show.
So anyone with dark vision besides you? No, Rob doesn't have dark vision. Do you?
Yeah.
I have dark vision.
All right. Roll perception.
Well, a rabbit walks out.
What we have is different from what you have.
Yes, I can
You have
see far.
superior.
So I can only see 60 feet.
Okay. Roll.
So I probably can't see a half mile then.
Still roll perception.
Well, how many feet in miles? Like 120?
No, like 5,000.
Perception 7.
5280.
Yeah.
5 tomatoes.
5 tomatoes, yeah.
5 tomatoes. So we don't, or we do?
Yeah.
13.
I have 17.
So, and you got a 14 with superior dark vision. So Alfred makes it to you. You see Alfred making it to the door. Josiah's really the only one that sees it, and he's like, oh, you see him kind of like he like takes the loot out. He's like about to strum a note, and then Azir sees coming from his left this kind of skulking figure. Humanoid figure going on all fours, just kind of like leap at him.
Oh god.
So he gets a surprise attack.
Well, that was a terrible idea.
What is your AC?
13.
It bites you for 5 damage.
Holy cow.
You manage to like shake it off, and you look at it, and it is it looks like a human, except for its face, which is the face of a rat.
Oh.
So go ahead. Everyone can roll initiative.
Well, okay.
Well, I guess.
I guess I told them what I saw.
Yeah.
So we're all gonna run in, I guess, right?
Yeah. We're gonna have to run for it.
20. That's the most worthless time to get a crit. Most worthless time.
What's your plus to initiative?
Oh, yeah, you guys might actually... Oh, yeah, I'm 19. Yeah, I got -1, so you guys are probably higher than me.
Oops.
What everyone else got?
7.
21.
7.
Alfred.
Oh, I need roll initiative too. 15.
Right, so Azir is first on the initiative track.
Oh, really? What'd you get? Oh, because you plus.
My pluses.
You have higher armor class? You
Yeah,
get
I'll
initiative.
start just sprinting 60 feet for 6.
Oh, shit. So, yeah, half a mile. This is going to take a lot of rounds before we get over there.
It's gonna take forever.
Oh, my God. How far is your range on your ranged attacks? Or do you both have?
That's a good question. 120 feet.
I mean, so wait, 5,000 divided by 2, 2,500 divided by 60.
41 turns, but I'm not going to say that that's.
Yeah.
So you're sprinting with a passion that you have never known before. So you're getting there. But so yeah, you run off sprinting, and it is Thaddeus' turn.
I mean, I run, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Alfred.
let's just assume we're all gonna run until we're within range, and we'll bicker on the way. That's my minor action, bicker. I told you we shouldn't have gone this way.
So it's a human with a rat face?
Yes.
I don't think you can talk to him.
You don't know.
Is he cultist?
Is he what? Gorgeous?
He's gorgeous. It's the sexiest rat
beautiful
you've ever
rat
seen.
man you've ever seen.
That's why I jumped at it.
Chisel, rat jaw.
I'm trying to think about. I mean, if this is just a monster, or if these are people inside. I mean, if not people inside, I could call for help, but I assume that this is what all Crusaders are.
Does that use up all his turns? Like I know there aren't minor actions or anything.
It would be
like
an
that.
action. I mean, so.
Well, I will say, as it attacked you and you threw it off, it makes kind of like a noise.
Well, that's what a rat sounds like. I feel people to talk to us.
Oh, because wait, do you have a? Yeah,
I
you
can
can
speak
talk-
with animals.
I didn't think about that.
Get off me.
A rat be afraid of because I can try to make a scary noise.
You should probably just run away from it.
Hey, whoa, no help from the
Did
peanut
Oh,
gallery.
you're right. My bad.
Very good.
We're all thinking it.
My bad.
He has telepathy. Are there people with telepathy?
Probably.
That'd be useful.
With psionics. Alright, I will run away. Well, I guess I can
What's your speed?
30.
You run away first, and then you talk to him. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you from back here.
Alright, I will run away. I will run 30 feet away. I don't think Guy wants to hang out. And then I will cast Thunder Wave. Well, no. I'm too far away now.
I run away, but not too much. And then do the spell.
Okay, perfect. Okay, sorry, yeah. I'll run away. I'll run my full 30 feet away, and then cast Dissonant Whispers, which is where I whisper a discordant melody that only one creature you choose within range can hear, racking terrible pain. It must make a wisdom saving throw, and it doesn't need to understand me. So it's just the name of it. So I will cast Dissonant Whispers against it. On a failed wisdom saving throw. On a failed throw, it must spend its action to move as far away as possible from me, and take damage.
On a saved throw?
So, yeah, I'm going to cast it. It works. I
don't think you need to do anything.
Yeah, you don't do it.
My casting is I do need to say, my guitar was out. My lute was out. It is my
like physical
thing? Yeah, it's the physical. My spells have to be used with the guitar. The lute, goddammit. Well, any musical instrument, the lute, the horn, or drums. I'm proficient in 3 instruments. Drums are more an ad hoc if worst comes to worst. I'll bank some rocks together. So I run away and I do Dissonant Whispers, where I whisper that your mother was a hamster and your father smelled the belly.
And what is your save? Is it 13 to start with? That's what it is for the other.
Oh, my spell save is, well, how does this all work?
So I'm the one that rules. I need to do a wisdom saving check versus, and then there's a number that you have.
Versus my 13, my attack bonus is 5. My spell casting ability is 3. I don't know what this means.
So it's just 13. I need to beat 13.
On a wisdom saving throw, yeah.
You still had your guitar out because you were about to strum that note right before you got tackled and bitten. You recovered valiantly, ran away, and struck a
sweet-ass guitar solo from the depths of hell.
But it's super dissonant because it's very displeasing.
Yeah.
It seems to affect this were-rat very sufficiently.
Yeah, I used my Pokedex. And I knew what it was.
If you cut away its whiskers, it can't balance itself anymore. That was Raticate's thing. Only I know.
So you knew what it was. I mean,
okay.
You just knew that it was a were-rat. It wasn't like you had to identify it or anything. Because it had a fucking rat's head. That's how you identified it. So you did hit it with Dissonant Whisper. So go ahead and deal that damage.
Slot
so
plus 2d6.
One of your slots,
Yeah. So, but it does 6 damage, and it must immediately use its reaction to run away as far as it can.
Okay. So it runs away. You notice about the same distance that you had run, and it is the rat's turn. So it runs away about 30 feet, and then it runs back about 30 feet right at you, and it attempts to bite.
You should be out of range then.
I
Why?
ran 30 feet away from it.
Oh, thank you. So yeah, it spends both its movements to get back to you. So it's like about to reach you, and then that's going to be your next turn.
You know what I love about this? We spent like 20 to 30 minutes deciding what to do,
I know.
and it resulted in you just running away.
This looks so hilarious. This guy put his guitar and then, oh shit, it's the giant rat comes out the door. Run away! Everyone's squinting.
What the hell's going on outside?
Out of nowhere, it's clean exit stage left.
Talon's turn.
Running towards him.
All right. Azir and Thaddeus' turn.
Yeah, same thing.
How far?
You're too far.
Too far? Keep running.
All right.
What?
Alfred?
So I can use cantrips whenever,
that's
right?
course.
Yeah. I used a spell slot, but I can use cantrips anytime I want, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, I will still run away. So yeah, I'll run the full 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
I just think you're just walking up with your loot. Oh shit! Run away!
Okay, so I'll run the full 30 feet away again, and then I will use my cantrip Vicious Mockery on it, where I unleash a string of insults with subtle enchantments. If it can hear me, it need not understand me. It must make a wisdom saving throw again.
Oh, I have to do the saving throw?
Yeah. Same saving throw.
And it's wisdom?
Yeah.
Did not. It failed.
I gotta get out my game with my mockery.
No. I mean, it failed.
Oh. So it takes 1d4 damage, and it has disadvantage. 1d4 psychic damage, for that matters. 1 damage.
But its feelings are incredibly hurt. So it is the were-rat's turn. It will catch up to you, and as it's catching up to you, you notice it's pulling out a sword.
What? I thought it was on all 4s.
So it'll first attempt to bite you.
And you have advantage, right, or something?
It has disadvantage on his rolls.
Okay.
Does it?
Yeah, that was part of the failing thing.
What's your AC?
13.
Oh my god. Hits you with the bite
I'm in trouble now.
and deals 3 damage.
Oh god.
What does disadvantage do then?
I roll 2 dice and take the lower one.
Oh, okay.
And then it pulls out its sword and slashes you with the sword.
Why does he get so many moves?
What's your AC again?
13.
And it misses you with the sword.
As this happens, I turn to Azir and what's your name, Thaddeus? I say, yeah, we probably should have given one of those potions that we got back there.
Use the one where we have an extra one.
So it's
If I
Talon's
just
turn.
throw a potion and hit him, does it have an effect?
I don't think your arm's that good.
You underestimate me. That's right, 'cause all my muscles.
Talon?
If I run 30, am I within 120 yet?
No.
Alright, so we're up twice.
I mean, oh, come on.
Azir?
I still need to run towards him? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So I can't run 60 if I do a minor action, is that right? Or can I still run to 60 and do a minor?
Yeah, I think so. Because it's the bonus.
What's the action?
I want to cast Dancing Lights as a destruction.
How far can you cast it?
120 feet.
We're probably not close enough. Oh, unless in the distance.
Well, we've run, what, 240 so far?
You can cast it. It's not going to be like...
I'm more concerned, like, can I run my full distance, or will I have to drop back in the sprinting? I don't think I have that written. Is a cantrip an action?
Yeah, it is an action.
Okay.
So you would have
Then
to...
I'll just keep running full speed.
Okay. Alfred... Oh, sorry, Thaddeus. Are you...
Yeah, I'm just gonna run double.
Alfred?
If I run double, he can only catch up to me. It'd be this weird thing where we're both just running, right?
Yes.
So we're just running this weird thing where...
Yeah, that is exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'll just say, alright, fuck this shit, and I start running as fast as I can away from the thing.
So it does get an opportunity attack on you.
Why is the opportunity attack?
Because he's like right next to you. He just tried to hit you.
Oh, I see.
So as its opportunity, it glows, and you look back while you're running, and it turns into a giant rat. And it is the were-rat's turn, or now the rat-rat's turn, and it does the dash too to catch up to you, so it catches up to you. Talon's turn now.
Right.
When you do that full sprint, you're about to be in range, so like...
I'm still outside of 120 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, since they just ran towards you, Azir and Thaddeus will have to do... Well, no, because you're all together.
I'm the last.
Yeah, so they're... so you are in range with, like, your range weapons. If you run the 30 feet. Or if you run, your movement.
So if I do my movement, I can do a ranged attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sprinting.
You're sprinting?
Yeah, I don't have any ranged attacks.
Okay. Thaddeus?
Yep.
Sprinting?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alfred, keep in mind if you run away from him, it will provoke an...
Unless I disengage it.
Yes.
But then I only get to move 30 feet away. It's just like an open field? We're just running through an open field?
Yes. Yeah.
I hope there are guards watching this.
Alright, I will cast Thunder Wave against it, because it is right up next to me. I'll also take out a sword in tandem with my action. We'll do Thunder Wave,
Okay.
which is the same thing. Has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving
Yes.
throw. Am I still at disadvantage?
No, and it was at the end of your previous turn.
Alright, so what happens during... Can you read the flavor?
Yeah, on a failed save, the creature you would take 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, you take half damage.
So he did save that.
So he takes 6 plus 7,
Ooh, nice.
13 divided by 2 damage. I don't know if you roll up or down.
Always roll round down.
So 6 damage.
6 damage, alright. Any unsecured objects are pushed 10 feet away.
Did he get... But he didn't, because...
Right, but he's not pushed. And there's a Thunder's Boom does happen. That's audible up to 300 feet.
Okay.
Oh,
Does it scare the guy, the rat?
No.
Loud thunder.
all his friends, so we're here now. So we are committed.
No, it could just be thunder. I don't know. It sounds
Clear night.
like thunder. I'll just run away again, I guess.
Alright, so he tries to nibble at your feet as he runs away. And what's your AC?
13.
13, and he just misses your feet. So, It is the rat's turn. He's going to close and try to nibble at your feet again. And this time he does hit for 6 damage.
Guys, I'm dead.
It's not dead.
-4.
So Alfred...
Well, yeah, does it go to -4?
-4, yes. So Alfred gets knocked unconscious, and it is Talon's turn.
So I'm going to move and then use my firebolt. Right? I'm within range, you said?
Yes.
So hurl modifier at a creature or object within range. So that, oh wow, I rolled a 1, which means
magic.
So
the random thing.
So when I was making my character, basically there's 2 types of sorcerer you can do based on where your magic power comes from. So I combine the 2. So I have dragon blood in me, which means I can only use the fire spells. And then I also have this wild magic. I roll a D100, and there's this huge table that I just have random magic effects that happen.
And they're all negative?
Some of them are...
A dragon appears.
They're not necessarily negative.
37.
So 1d6 flumps. What are flumps?
What?
Flumps controlled by the DM appear in an unoccupied space within 60 feet of you and are frightened of you, and then they vanish after a minute.
But, perfect, because the rat will eat the flump because I'm already dead.
So one flump comes.
Flump?
Yeah, that's
Flump?
what it says. It's a flump.
With an F, like F-L-U-M-F?
No.
F-L-U-M-P-H.
It's a monster. Oh, it's only... it's like a squid alien thing. That's what it
It's
is.
a spaghetti monster.
Yeah, it is. It really
It's a
is.
spaghetti monster.
But it's lawful good. They're the only lawful good creatures in the original Fiend folio.
So it
should distract the rat.
just appears.
It could be good.
Only one can. It just appears within 60 feet.
Let me see if...
Flumps are depicted as similar to jellyfish. However, they float in the air rather than water and have eyes on stalks. Flumps are helpless if flipped onto their back. Quote back.
Sorry, guys. My bad.
When does it disappear?
In a minute.
Okay, so Azir, it is your turn.
I go talk to the flump, clearly. If I move 30 feet, it should be roughly 60 feet away from me.
Yes. Yeah.
What's extended range mean? Does it mean I have disadvantage?
Disadvantage, I think.
Yeah.
If you have those 2 numbers and it's
Yeah.
in between the second 2, yeah, you have disadvantage.
So I'm gonna move 30 and do a ranged attack. I have disadvantage to hit. I'm gonna throw my darts. Crit.
Whoa!
That's obviously not the lower one.
Man.
So I take the lower one. 15 plus 7, 22.
That is definitely a hit. What are you attacking with?
Darts. I throw a dart at it.
Okay. What
You got it from the inn. The tavern.
what kind of weapon is that?
It is a piercing weapon.
Okay. Do you know what it's made out of?
It's kind of metal, right?
Some metal, steel,
Silver?
or iron.
What are...
They're not silver darts. I cannot afford silver darts.
We're monks.
There's probably
Brass.
no aluminum. So
Brass.
yeah, it's probably...
No, because he's a werewolf.
So
Iron or
you
steel.
the silver darts go into him and he doesn't seem to take notice of them.
Silver darts?
not
The darts, the non-silver.
non-silver.
The non-silver darts go into him and it does not seem to affect him too badly.
Oh, I gotta drink my...
Thaddeus' turn.
Seems like this guy has a... I don't know how we're going to kill him now.
Well, you've already done damage. Well, you've done damage to him.
Oh.
It seems like it's only magic damage.
Has he reacted to the flump yet?
Well, it's not. Has not been either of their turns yet. So.
Oh, okay.
He's lawful boots and go, stop right there, criminal scum.
Because he can talk in English.
Guys, tell my father I died valiantly playing stupid music as a were-rat.
I'm currently 90 feet away, I think, and I haven't run yet since the start of my turn. Okay, so then I'll run twice.
All right. It is Alfred's saving throw. So 10 or higher.
15.
Good. So you got to do that 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's 1.
Or not die.
If you roll under 10 3 times, then you die.
Oh, but
So you could roll potentially six times to figure this out, but if you roll 10 or higher 3 times in a row, you're done, you're stabilized.
And you're just not
Right, I'm
bleeding.
stabilized and I'm not. Okay.
You're still unconscious.
Yeah.
It is the Flump's turn. The Flump turns to its the one who cast it, and
Tickles.
and for the sake of not having everyone else leave, Talon hears a voice inside his head say, "Good show, Chup. I'll take care of this for now." And the Flump sprays the were-rat with a it kind of just like leans over and like a squid. It kind of sprays the were-rat.
Pisses out.
What is that? Silver ink.
And the were-rat is hit by the spray. Immediately, you smell something very, very foul, which the rat is coated with. It's a green mist, if you could guess what kind of mist that was. And it takes some damage.
I'm glad he's British.
I remember there's 3 flumps.
No, it was
was
one.
one.
I rolled a 1d6. It was one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funny if he was
Amazing.
pissed at you. He was like, that was the military of my family. Fuck this. You should purposely have disadvantage all the time, just the double chance of
Just to
getting a
get
war.
the that's crazy.
Sometimes it's bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes it has nothing to do with battle.
This is one that makes me immune to alcohol for like 2 weeks. I really want that one. And then just win drinking contest.
That'd be good. I can eat fire too. We can just go around
Yeah.
hustling people.
Alright, so the rat shakes off. Well, he doesn't shake it off because you can smell him from 100 feet away. He charges at the Flump, attempts to bite the Flump, and he misses the Flump. So the Flump is still standing. So it is now Talon's turn.
Try to hit him again with the firebolt.
Alright,
16.
that is a hit.
So that's going to be 4. 1.
For 1 damage.
1 fire damage.
Alright,
But if it's casting ink, you should.
Azir's turn.
So I can move close to distance and attack with melee?
Yes.
That's what I'll do. So I'll move in to close the distance, attack with my bow staff. 23.
23, that is a hit.
I'm using this with both hands,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll take a 1d8. So 6 plus 5, 11 damage.
I'm assuming this is bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
I'm assuming your staff does not have any
Magical
sort of-
properties.
or metallic properties.
It's a wooden staff, I guess. I don't know.
Alright, so you hit him ridiculously hard, and it does not seem to
Jeez.
affect him at all.
He's immune to non-silver bludgeoning damage? Would he still take the hit? He just doesn't pierce his
It
skin.
is Thaddeus.
Where is he relative to me? Because did he have to run at all?
Josiah closed the distance, so you can now close the distance and attack him if you want.
Okay, so he didn't move from last turn?
He attacked the Flump, which was like, so he closed the distance a little bit.
Because I'm asking, do I have to still run to him? Because I was
Yeah, you
30
have to
feet
move.
away
Yeah,
before.
I had to move to hit.
You don't
But
have
I went 30 feet further than you because you did
Oh, okay.
thing.
Gotcha.
So
so you don't have to you don't have to dash or anything. You can close the distance and then attack.
Okay, I'll just attack then. So I'm dual wielding. Okay, so this is gonna be. Both of my weapons I think are metallic, scimitar and a warhammer. I'd assume they're made out of metal, not wooden. It doesn't make any
Do you know
sense.
what kind of metal?
It's a were-rat.
Yeah, anti-war rat.
I don't think we have weapon. It's going to be silver. Silver is the.
I
I
should have.
mean, it's a werewolf,
I should have.
right?
I should have hit it with my trumpet.
Right. Unless you have, for some reason, a silver weapon, which at level 1,
You have silver coins that you throw at us.
that's what I need to do. My next.
I mean, what would it be made out
That's
of?
what
Like
I'm gonna do my next turn.
steel? I guess steel
Yeah.
and silver. What's made out of silver?
Silver pieces
Pieces.
are made of silver.
You can improv any weapon to throw through
Like 1d4.
1d4, which is what the dart is, which I never understood. I guess you can add your
I
efficiency.
should have
to
thrown
darts.
my money.
What
at
did you damage? You damaged him with insults.
I insulted him and I thundered him.
So magic will work, but melee won't.
I don't have any silver pieces.
Does anyone have?
I just have
Isn't one of you absurdly rich?
I have 13 gold.
We're from
I have money.
I thought,
no,
yeah,
I have
Shawn
money.
has like 500 gold pieces.
No, that much. But you know what's funny though? It's probably all gold. It's probably not silver.
Aren't you from the hood and you got like silver in your teeth?
What a-
Iron-tooth
I need to
sons,
keep those there for my
silver
credibility.
teeth.
Shit. So what? I mean, I guess I should just try and heal him then. I mean, we have to run essentially, right?
Run? No, we don't have to run. But...
Well, how are we going to kill him if nobody can do damage except for you can keep insulting him
Rob's done
and you can do
damage.
fire?
I can do fire damage.
How much damage can you do? Like, do you think you can essentially take him up and take him out yourself?
Not if I keep rolling 1 damage or getting flumps to appear. Is the flump still there? It is, right? It's
Yeah,
for like
we're-
5 rounds.
9 more turns. If each round is 6... Wait, each round is 6 seconds?
Yeah.
He's there for 10 minutes, isn't he?
No, 1 more.
One.
Well, yeah, so
It says
10 minutes.
you can silver a single weapon or 10 pieces of ammunition for 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, but you probably have to go somewhere.
Yeah, no, you have to do that. You have to do that.
I mean, so should I just heal him? What do you guys think? Like, what? I mean, is there any other option?
Can you heal? You can actually heal?
Yeah, but only 5, since I'm a level 1.
But he's -4, so he's still going to be alive.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing.
Is it,
but
is
I'm
it
just saying
5
it's
or
temporary.
D5?
No, it should be 5.
Yeah, so at least he'll be awake and alive.
So I do lay on hands. There's no roll or anything, and I heal him for 5. I'm within range of him, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I do that.
Right, so Alfred the Weird is back up to 1 hit point.
I can visit.
And then the rat attacks you.
Is that your move?
Yeah.
Right, then it is Alfred's move.
Alright. I spend my turn crying and pissing my pants.
And it is the flumps. What are you doing?
Critical pissing.
Critical
See,
piss.
Well, I used all my spells already. He's nowhere. The guy's, how many feet away is he now? He's fighting the flump, right?
He's fighting the flump, so he's like 20 feet away.
Alright.
He's fighting the flump, and Azir, I believe, took a swing at him too.
Yep.
I mean, I've got a silver crossbow that shoots silver arrows, but I only have 4 of them, so I'll save that for later.
Yeah, I don't think you need to use that now.
I do have a rapier. I don't know what these things are made of.
It's
not
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to get. It said in the book you have to get something silvered.
Right. So I mean, I can't do anything. Oh, well, wait, no. I'm sorry. Vicious Mockery is a cantrip. I can do that all I want.
Mock the shit out of
Yeah.
him.
Once again, I'm going to say, don't call it a comeback. I never left, and then I will vicious mock him again.
Do I have disadvantage for any reason?
You're poisoned, so.
Oh, I am poisoned. Yeah, you're right.
Attacks, yeah.
Oh, that would not have mattered because you viciously mock him.
All right. I say, hey, what are you doing picking on people smaller than you? You're a jerk. And I hope you don't have any friends like my friends. I have best friends. And then I'm just doing 4 damage.
Nice.
At your stupid poop head. And then I cross my arms.
With your 1 health.
Yeah.
All right. So the were-rat takes that. He's not looking so good, and it is, to make things worse for him, it is the flump's turn. The flump, with its like tendrils, slashes out at the were-rat, and he hits him with his tendrils. You notice that the actual hit of the tendril doesn't seem to affect the were-rat, but when his tendril gets like wiped away, you notice there's like this green slime that is kind of like sizzling left over on his skin. So he takes 4 damage.
Nice.
The flump is doing way more.
The were-rat is going to bite the flump. Whoa. Good thing he has disadvantage, or else it would have been a crit. So he successfully bites the flump. Talon hears a telepathic message that just says, "Sorry, mate, you're gonna have to deal with this." Wait, no, that's not the accent he was doing. What was the accent he was doing?
Yeah.
Oh, but it was proper British. So he says, "I'm sorry, good sir, you're going to have to deal with this one yourself." And then the communication ends, and the flump lies lifeless.
No. Can I?
R.I.P. Flump.
Hold on.
What's that? He Flump. Just to let you know, their challenge rating is 1/8. You get 25 experience for killing a flump, which you won't get because you didn't kill him. And they have an average of 7 hit points, but I rolled 3 for him. But however, the acid is still burning this were-rat's skin. Oh, the acid is no longer...
Does he disadvantage for saving rolls? Do you have to roll
He's still poisoned, but the acid was from the tendril attack, which he just saved against.
But you don't need to roll 2 dice to figure out if he saves against it? Because don't you disadvantage against skill checks? Ability checks?
Oh, you are correct.
Why does he have that? Because of poison?
No, the vicious mockery.
No, it's because the poison, and he does not make his disadvantage, so he takes... that was a good call. Takes another 4 damage.
Yes.
Whoa. That was big, and it's Talon's turn.
I yell, "This is for Flump," and I shoot a firebolt at him for 22.
Nice. Also, when Flump was talking to you...
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Flump is not its name. Flump is the name of the creature. When he was telepathically talking to you, he did tell you his name was Chester Bennington, the lead singer of Linkin Park.
The British version.
Yes.
So I yell, "This is for Chester," and I shoot a firebolt at him.
All right.
For 9.
9 damage, so that it just kind of... There's like a giant eruption. The were-rat is... it's a giant rat at this point is engulfed in flames, and when the flames go out, it's just lying on the ground.
Yes.
First kill.
So go ahead and award
These fights are crazy.
450 XP, so 450 divided by 4 is... Give yourself 113 XP.
We're almost leveled up. Well,
You should be leveled up, I think, right?
No, 3. How much?
113. 228.
Whew. Well, we haven't gotten inside yet.
Yeah, there was a big sonic boom.
That sucked.
On the next episode of Roll to Hit.
In honor of Chester Bennington, though, I do write a song called Inspiration in the End.
You approach the keep. You push open the door just enough to slip in. You see there are 4 bed cots with 4 humans sleeping on them.
Oh no!
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 1.
When you're trying to position yourself like in the doorway, you kind of stumble and like knock open the door, and the door swings open and hits like a nightstand, and that something on that just like the lamp just crashes down. These humans, they're like, oh, who the fuck is this?